And now for something really different. Welcome to the Düsseldorf Boat Show 2025 and the W55's world premiere. And I can pretty much guarantee you haven't seen a yacht like this before, because I haven't. Why do I say that? Because, well, you can tell from this angle here, just the whole shape alone, it is something very, very different, and they have packed a lot of ideas into this luxury blue water cruiser. So looking from here, you can see it's a Mark Lombard design, and the Lombard studio, they like a bit of reverse shear. And what that is doing, combined with, I don't know if you can see that on the camera angle, but it actually has old school style proper tumble home. So you combine those two things and the rounded shape that creates, plus the beam, and you get one heck of a lot of volume. And they've also packed in a lot of glazing, a lot of natural light in there as well. So those are the saloon windows there, 2 meters long. And there we go, seeing the model there with the swing keel in a down position. And the eagle eyes may note, yeah, there's 2 engines. So when Vauquier announced this to the press this time last year, I knew it was going to be something different. I didn't quite realise I'd be back here this year trying to understand just how different it is. But I can hope you can see from this angle what I mean about the sheer size of it. It is huge. 5.25 meters big. I can't even get it all in one shot. It's unbelievable. So a key aspect that we will come back to is what's inside that gull wing door, because this is all the owner's apartment area. Yes, I used that word on a boat. It's vast, and you can imagine coming up from this wide swim platform, just a couple of steps and down into that. Anyway, we will have a look at that in a minute, because it's a nice surprise to see. Moving up into here, you can see it has a fully protected central cockpit area, central helming area, totally protected from the elements. Before I go more into that, I'm going to show you a couple of features on the deck while we're out here. Again, look at that amount of deck space aft as well in terms of relaxing. It's extraordinary. And if I put my camera down here on the side deck, I again see that, if I don't wobble it, that reverse shear line going up there and just creating more and more headspace as you go forward to the interior. Triple guardrails moving forward, handrail on the roof. It's a big boat, but it's a safe one to move around. A lot of thought's gone into ventilation as well. See the rails for the jib track there, and what I mean by that, I'll show you from inside this center cockpit pilot station area. We've got 3 opening hatches below there and up in the roof as well, so the airflow is going to come through here and it's going to run up that glass and into the inside as well. This one has a main furl in-boom furling system on it. Again, lots of front opening hatches as well. Option for a self-tacking jib rail, and then a big flush foredeck area. Once again with this, look how much glazing there is everywhere. Again with opening ports to get that through ventilation through the boat. Push button handling for the sail systems, and a fixed bowsprit with a bow roller in there as well. This first boat has all the bells and whistles on it, all the options, Harken CLR, pop-up windlass there. And down in here, big sail locker. Plenty of room for your fenders, warps, and a furled up coattail or Jenica or something in there as well. Big old windscreen wipers for those forward-facing coach windows. Again, ventilation up in the roof there. Here's the central cockpit area. I'm just going to stay as steady as I can because there's some lighting in here which is affecting the frame rate of the camera and it goes all flickery. So I'm going to explain a little bit and then I'll move around. 2 reversible powered winches there, 2 more each side behind me. So you've got 6 of those, all push buttons, so it's all designed to be done from this offset helm area, single wheel helm area. Not unlike, you know, the AMAL philosophy really, to have that completely protected hard top cockpit area. What they've done again, as I said, they've got a lot of ventilation from long sliding windows that opens out that side, that side, you can see it's a crack open at the moment. And then above me here with this roof, that obviously slides right aft. And you can even enclose this whole area with a soft enclosure around here to completely protect this big, deep cockpit area. These are pop-up lights in the table here, and then access into the walk-in engine room from top, so you can, you know, easy to be able to take one of those engine blocks out. So here's your view from the wheel. Everything on push buttons here to be able to control everything from this single, very comfortable helming position. And as I say, you know, it has the potential to be a bit of a greenhouse in here with all that glazing. So there's your ventilation at the bottom of the screen. There it is on the 3 small ones at the top, plus the opening ones there, and the side windows. Other thing to know is that they've done a partnership with Garmin, so it's a full Garmin system, and they've tried to make that as very user-friendly as possible in terms of just push buttons for turning on your lighting, being able to see your systems, your tankage, comfort and navigation packages, that sort of thing. This is a big boat to get through, and we will hope to do a full test on this, bring you another video from sailing it and that sort of thing. So I'm going to do some key thoughts and point out a few of the key features of the boat. My first impression is that Vauquier, you may well know the yard, and they build a lot of this in-house, and they've done, for a number 1 boat, a very good job with the finish quality to help match what is, you know, a quite innovative design really. So to starboard, yeah, you get a proper chart table. That can be a sofa area, or you choose the optional armchairs as this has. Yes, this has a swing keel, so you've got the top of the keel within there and the rampart for it, but that box stays because it helps to add some seaworthiness. You'll notice these work surfaces all have a good fiddle around them, so you can grab hold of them going forward, because, you know, we're not all very tall Vikings. There's quite a lot of headroom on here, so when you're at heel, there's something to grab hold of going forward on that furniture. Nice amount of solid wood as well. You can also maybe appreciate from this angle how that reverse shear has brought the headroom, and especially that, you know, there's no raised stowage up there. You really appreciate how much volume and natural light is in here. It's remarkable, as I say, for a 55-foot yacht. Good stowage though throughout. I'll open some, not all of it. They've gone with these leather latches again, which we saw in the 42 PS, and seen on other brands as well. But yeah, they've built stowage in, lots of pop-up, you know, TV options, that sort of thing. I think that pops up as a footrest chaise sort of thing. And just a lot of comfortable areas as well. These are locked down, but I think I can lift this one to have a look a little bit into the stowage there. I'm guessing that's about 70 centimeters deep there, and then you see a tank built in below the actual saloon. But plenty of stowage space in the bilges, and you know, with a pilot ray saloon design like this, there's a lot of space below it. But for a multi-layered boat, there are only small steps between those layers. So then you move into the VIP cabin here, and yeah, You wouldn't mind being a guest, would you? Again, a lot of space there. I think that's a 2.1 by 1.4 meter berth. Island, you know, peninsula style, with an ensuite, proper separate shower and heads compartment. That berth all raises up as well for extra stowage. Yeah. Loads of it. Lit and ventilated, natural ventilation running in behind those lockers as well. Nice to see. That table you can see is telescopic, drops down, can fill in that area as a big sort of daybed area, I guess. This is really nice to see. It's just a heads. It's just a heads where you want to have a heads, right by the companionway. And just super for livable blue water types, long termers. You've got a hanging locker here, wet hanging locker with drainage, again right by the companionway, and you move down to a Pullman cabin, you know, pilot passage type berths, and then have a look in here. When Vauquier described this as an engine cabin, I didn't quite know what they were talking about, till four of us got in here and had a nice long conversation about it. So as you can see, there are twin engines in here. 50s are standards. These have 75 horsepower, and they've both got optional integral high power alternators on there as well. So yeah, why two? Well, consume less, you can go faster. They're twin sail drives, and they're, you know, rotating the boat, if you think about a catamaran, from the center of the yacht, so maneuverability, it helps. Yeah, no generators in here. You could obviously have one, that's optional. This owner's gone for the integrals. So with that gives you 460 amp hours on 48 volts, so together that's 920. To do some quick maths here, 24 volts. So when you're running these at 1100 RPM, you're getting 7 kilowatts on each, so 14 kilowatts. Yeah, it's a lot of power. And then in terms of actual propulsion, I think it's got 920 litres of diesel tanks, so that will give you 1500 miles motoring capacity. You notice as well, like all the electronics up here on the side of the bulkheads. And this is a sealed room. It's a watertight. There are 4 watertight bulkheads through the boat, and you've got your air conditioning, your water maker controls, your water maker down here, and compressors. All the noisy, smelly bits are in here, and it's full standing headroom. I mean that. I mean, it's 5'11" anyway. Always nice to have a passage pilot berth on a yacht this sort of size. And then some key features of, they wanted a kitchen like you would have at home. Again, note the phrasing, not a galley. So 60 centimetre wide, proper work surfaces here. All the mod cons, you've got electric, well, induction cooking, no gas, plenty of battery power for that. Loads of storage. I mean, this is the sort of stuff you see at home, isn't it? Refrigeration space is not lacking, because you've also got those 3-drawer style fridges there, one of which can be a freezer. Again, loads of natural light. Bin stowage, look how deep these drawers are, all soft closing. It is very, very nicely done. Microwave there, another big deep drawer. Nice little hatch to pass out your mugs of tea. Yeah, a lot of, I mean, this is a very, very highly spec'd yacht indeed. And then you drop down into the bit I've been looking forward to. Here's the ensuite for it. A whopping great shower. just an amazing amount of space. You have a 5.25 meter beam boat with that beam carried out to here, and you're using the most of it here. You have got, that's what I mean, an apartment. Huge great sofa here, big island berth. Again, that lifts up. I can't do it with one hand, it's quite heavy. Plenty of stowage, wardrobe space outside, outboard, and look at the size of those hull windows, plus these aft facing ones as well. Obviously that's the walkway they've put on for the boat show, but you can imagine without that there, you are flooded with that natural light. Got a vanity area on this side, full standing mirror here, but there it is. Let's open that up and give you the full effect. So there you are, you've just woken up. Walk up these steps, straight off that aft, plunge in for your morning swim, and then equally, you know, you could obviously shower off back here, but just to come down here, you haven't seen anyone else, you've got guests on board, whatever, you can go straight into the shower. Luxurious, that is luxurious. I think Wally were the first to do this on a super yacht, Tickety Town, I think. Have an aft suite like this that you could walk out of and enjoy. I mean, but to see it on a production yacht and done with this amount of luxury premium finish, it's very, very impressive. You have to pay for it. The standard boat, whatever a standard boat means in terms of cost these days, but it starts at 1.6 million. So you're looking at more like 2 ready to sail. But if you want to spec it up to this sort of level, I think this is over 2.5 million ex-tax. We will hope to bring you a sailing trial on this. I just think I'm fascinated. It's a proper talking point boat. Let's see if it works on the water. Hope you enjoyed the tour from Düsseldorf. See you soon.